Even though Dune Part 1 was one of the best movies of the COVID era, Dune Part 2 managed to surpass it. With an action-packed narrative, Dune Part 2 delivers a film that captivates the eyes and attention and doesn't let go until the end. How did it manage to do that? We are the Story Gibbons for Penpipe, and this is why Dune Part 2 is better than the first. While Dune Part 1 received widespread acclaim for its visuals, direction, and performances, it also faced some criticism. Common complaints included the movie's slow pacing, heavy exposition, flat character development, and omission of some deeper themes from the original novel. Despite a few words of criticism, it is important to remember that the general consensus was that Dune Part 1 is a remarkable achievement in science fiction filmmaking, setting high expectations for its sequel. Dune Part 2 didn't necessarily address the problems of Dune Part 1, but it did address some of the criticism in its own way. First, Dune Part 2 benefits from the world that is established in Dune Part 1. The story moves faster without the need for information dumps, focusing on the consequences of Paul's choices. With a more action-packed narrative, the sequel emphasizes unfolding drama and conflict, providing a dynamic and engaging pace. This quicker tempo creates a sense of urgency and an impending conflict. Despite the faster pace, Part 2 allows for a deeper exploration of Paul's internal struggles and the Fremen culture. Additionally, while Paul was a passive spectator in the first part, he becomes the main agent and force for change in the second part. We witness a shift in Paul's demeanor as he embraces his Fremen training and begins to actively shape his path. He takes on the role of a leader, uniting the Fremen tribes and preparing for potential conflict. This shift in Paul's role is crucial for the emotional payoff of the story, providing a satisfying conclusion and the overarching conflict. Finally, Dune 2 shifts from a grand political landscape to a personal struggle. The central political conflict in Dune Part 1 revolves around the power struggle between House Atreides and House Harkonnen. Dune Part 2 delves deeply into Paul's personal journey and inner conflict as he evolves from the heir of House Atreides into the prophesied Messiah, Muad'Dib. This shift allows for more interpersonal connections, bringing to light different personalities like Chani and Sitgar. The way they relate to Paul and to each other emotionally ground Paul's transformation in relatable, real-life experiences. Paul's relationship with Chani, for example, not only represents a personal romance, but also symbolizes his deeper connection to the Fremen, their world, and their cause. It also brings much-needed levity to a grim story. Simply put, we care for Paul because others care for Paul. His personal friends help us know when to fear for him, be excited for him, and laugh as he makes a fool of himself. Don't forget to subscribe and click on these videos for more.